they'll get to about 20-25 feet long. These cucumber vines, and then I pick the cucumbers as they hang. So this is probably the best way to grow them around here anyway. You don't want to growing them on the ground out here is almost not an option. There's just not too much success doing that, but hopefully I've done this a couple times already, growing them up here and then over, and they grow pretty well, and it also gives me a little bit of shade during the day for the rest of these plants down here. Because I'm telling you, it gets 120 degrees, 130 in here during the day. On a 90-degree day outside, it's hot in here. Anyway, that's what you got there. I got another scorpion down here. It just got totally crowded out. You can see scorpion growing in darkness. I don't even care at this point. I got so many freaking plants, If it lives, it lives. It dies, it dies. I don't know. There's no way I'm going to be eating, hundreds of scorpion peppers, I'll just tell you that right now. Yeah, I'll eat a few of them, but here's another, I think this is a 3-year-old. This is a 3-year-old habanero. This is a habanero seed I got from a Walmart seed for 20 cents. I had this plant for 3 years. It's been feeding me habaneros almost throughout the winter. Get pretty far through the winter. The habaneros stay months on the vine without rotting. They get really sweet and ripe. I don't know. Some people say you can't do it. So anyway, that's 3-year-old habanero. I'll get into detail on that once I get around to it again. Give you a better look at my cucumber patch. That's how my cucumber patch grows. It just goes right up that center pole in this greenhouse, and then right down that way, and then maybe I'll go this way, bring it into there. What else we got here? We have more volunteer tomatoes. This, I believe, is a Riesentraube tomato. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. We'll maybe review that later on this year. We'll review that. Even though it's a volunteer, I know what the tomato is. I have the seed pack for it, so maybe I'll do a review on it. It's ridiculous. One thing I'll say about tomatillos, or tomatillos, whatever you want to call them. One thing I will say about tomatillos is, man, once you start with those things, they're really hard to get rid of. There's some plants I will warn you about. In these videos, you buy seeds online and you plant them in your yard, you can't get rid of them, and they become gigantic plants. So there are some seeds that I will warn you, if you're going to plant them very cautiously and try not to let them seed. And like these tomatillos, you think that would be cool. Oh yeah, I got tomatillos. I got them growing all over the yard like weeds. I probably pulled about 60 of these out this year already. Some of them I let go. I let this one go. I believe this is one of the ones I let go. I don't remember. No, because I'm growing dwarfed Amarillos down below. And this popped up, which crowded out my dwarfed Amarillos, because I didn't know if this is a dwarfed Amarillo or what it is now. And I pull it out now, I'll just kill everything below it. So I'm not sure what to do with it, but yeah, this thing's got Tamarillo. So this thing's got what do you call those things? Tomatillos all over them. This thing's just covered with them already. I don't even like them. I don't like the taste. I don't care for the taste of them. They're okay, but they go all right in salsas and stuff. But I don't care for them. So to me, they're more or less a weed, Anyway, here's some lemon basil. Here's my cilantro. I was eating that earlier this year. I just let it go to bolt, so I get the seeds from it, and I saved them for next year. I'll date them and everything. Here's just a bunch more tomatoes. I'll do reviews on these tomatoes. Which ones, once they produce fruit, I'll do. I'm not going to do every tomato plant because they look identical. There's only a couple tomato plants in here that are slightly different. Some of them are potato leaf, some of them are regular leaf, and in one case I have a lace leaf, and that's it. There's no point in videotaping every single tomato plant. But here's some more volunteers. You see tomatoes are just popping up, and cucumbers are popping up everywhere. I'm not planting these things. These are coming up, and I put wood chips down. My whole greenhouse is covered with wood chips. And they're just coming right through wood chips, you know. So I could pull them out, but yeah, let them go. I had some good tomatoes last year. Some good varieties that I didn't grow any of those varieties this year. Here's another volunteer. This thing just came in and crowded out all my endive and my lettuces and stuff. I'm just not happy with that. I'm not going to let this happen again. I'm going to make sure I pick up all the tomatoes that fall and toss them out of here. I don't want tomatoes coming up like this anymore. These things grow like weeds in here. I mean, I probably pulled out probably well over 100. I'd probably say more closer to 200 tomato plants this year. Anything from, I don't know, an inch tall to 2.5, 3 feet tall, almost as big as this. This is another Horizon Drobe tomato plant. This thing, if you wait till you see the production that comes off of that tomato plant, it's absolutely ridiculous. And that thing grows like a weed. So, anyway, here's the other bucket container tomatoes. I got some great reviews coming up on these tomatoes. There's some good stuff coming in here. Again, it's way too early. I really shouldn't be doing these videos until August when I'm actually eating the things and everything. I'm just giving you a quick tour. Anyway, here's Trinidad Scorpion right there. There's another Trinidad Scorpion. These plants were planted back in, I believe, August last year. That's when I started these seeds, just to give you an idea on how long this plant took to actually establish itself. I started these in August last year. This is almost a year old, just to give you an idea. They were wintered over, and yeah, I noticed the growth slows down through the winter and all that, but just to give you an idea, that's been sitting there for a year already. Let me just clean off some of those. Looks like they're getting some spider mites or aphids or whatever. Little red orange things. They get wings. They're nasty little guys. Yeah, this is going to be an awesome year. I can tell you that right now. This is going to be a good year. Yeah, but these are all the pepper plants that were fails that I finally managed to get one seed to come out of 4 attempts to try to get them to grow. I'll review these down the road, give you an idea, what to expect from these certain varieties of seeds. Some of them were just fails. I don't know why particular varieties, but some of them were just fails. Look, see that? See that little red thing in there? Can you see that? Where are you? See that little red thing? What the hell is that thing? Is that a spider mite or an aphid? I gotta kill it though, because these things are literally spreading all over my greenhouse. They're everywhere. They're just. I have to physically do this every single day. Go through my greenhouse and just squish them. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to do reviews on these. Here's some cinnamon basil. Look at that leaf hopper. Every once in a while I get one in here. See how you... Anyway, this is some cinnamon basil. It's a volunteer. Came up on its own. Smells just like cinnamon. Yeah, I'm going to do reviews on these stuff when I get to it. And then I'm replanting. You can see down here. I'm replanting the ones that are totally done. There's like somebody's only got one seed left in it. I'm done. They never sprouted. They were duds right from the seed company straight out. So we'll go over those too when I get around to it. 200 something videos down the road. Another, what is this? A Buchalokia, I think. Sabuchalokia. Here's my rosemary pot. I've had this for about 3 years. My rosemary plant. I just replanted it this year. Beautiful smell. I'm going to make soap with that rosemary. Man, the rosemary's just got an awesome smell. Yeah, you can see there's more. Where is it? How come I can never figure out how to use this thing? Right there. Look at all these little spider mites, man. Or aphids or whatever. They just get in there and they suck the life out of your plant. I spray them. I do everything. I can't get rid of these things, man. Yeah, we're growing gooseberry this year. We'll see. I have to replant these. I just ain't had the time, man. It's been busy as all heck. I'll give you a quick tour outside. That's my garden. It's loaded, folks. You can see. Let's see here. Look at that corn. Knee high by the 4th of July. Yeah, we're definitely knee high by 4th of July. There's our peas. And back you can see the sunflowers. We got fava beans going right there. All these potatoes you see here, these plants, you see all these potatoes? Where is it here? Where's the one with the flowers? You see these potatoes? They're all flowering and everything. Those are all volunteers. They all came up from like 3 years ago. I haven't planted potatoes in here in like 3 years. This place is loaded with potatoes, dude. Just totally loaded. So it looks like I'll have some potatoes here. It's this year. I didn't plant them. The potatoes actually screwed up my whole plan. I had onions planted, carrots planted. I had beets. I had kohlrabi. I had peanuts planted. All those potatoes came in. They just destroyed everything I was doing. So that went to waste. That was like probably $60, $70 in seeds in the garbage. So no, next year will be different because I'm going to have wood chips down and you know, we'll be able to, I'm going to really dig up the soil this year, get all these potatoes out of there because these things are coming up from 3 years later. And they're probably, those potatoes now, with all the soil I put on top of it, those potatoes got to be about 3 feet down in the ground. Way down there. These potatoes are these are coming up from way deep. Some of the stems on the potatoes that are coming up are probably about 1.5 inches in diameter. I mean, these things are just, they're just short of being a tree, you know, this thickness of a tree. Show you my pond really quick. Here's my kiwi vines. I've been growing these for a couple of years now. No flowers, no fruits. A waste of time. This thing is loaded with Japanese beetles. I may end up taking this thing down. Yeah, some blueberry bushes, tomatoes, alpine strawberries.